Welcome to Horror Echo. If you love spine-tingling tales and chilling stories, you're in the right place. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community of horror enthusiasts. Let's embark on this thrilling journey together. Chapter 1: The Quiet Village. In a small, forgotten village nestled deep in the heart of the mountains, life was slow and peaceful. The villagers spent their days tending to crops and gathering by the fire in the evenings, sharing old tales. There was a calming rhythm to their lives, but one mystery always lingered: the Whispering Grove. Just beyond the edge of the village, a dense forest stood tall, its trees ancient and wise. The villagers believed the grove held secrets too old to be remembered, but no one dared to go inside. At night, if you stood still enough, you could hear the trees whispering softly, like a gentle lullaby carried by the wind. Chapter 2: Emma's Curiosity. Emma, a young woman who had grown up hearing the stories of the grove, was different from the others. She had always been curious about the forest. While most villagers feared the unknown, Emma was drawn to it. She would often stand at the edge of the forest, listening to the soft rustling of leaves, imagining what mysteries lay within. One day, she whispered to herself, "I'll walk through the grove and discover its secrets." Her dreams were filled with visions of the trees, guiding her through paths lit by moonlight, showing her hidden wonders no one had ever seen. Chapter 3: The Invitation. One autumn evening, after a particularly quiet day, Emma stood by the grove once more. This time, something felt different. The wind was softer, the whispers clearer, as if the grove was calling her. A delicate breeze carried the scent of pine and earth, wrapping around her like a warm blanket. Emma could have sworn she heard her name carried in the wind. "Emma," it whispered, so softly she could barely hear it. She took a step forward, her heart racing, but the whispers grew calmer, more inviting. It was as if the forest was asking her to come closer. Chapter 4: The First Step. The next morning, Emma made up her mind. Armed with nothing but her curiosity and a sense of wonder, she stepped into the Whispering Grove. The air was cool, and the sunlight barely pierced through the thick canopy above. Yet, the moment she entered, she felt an overwhelming sense of peace. The ground beneath her feet was soft with moss, and the trees seemed to part slightly, as if welcoming her. With each step she took, the forest seemed to breathe with her, guiding her deeper into its embrace. The whispers were still there, soft and comforting, like a gentle hum in the background. Chapter 5: The Path of Light. As Emma wandered deeper into the grove, she noticed something remarkable. A faint glow ahead, a soft light that danced between the trees. Intrigued, she followed the light, each step quieter than the last. The glow led her to a small clearing where the trees formed a perfect circle around a stone well. The well was old, covered in moss and vines, yet it radiated a quiet energy. The air around it felt different, almost magical. She approached the well, and for the first time since entering the grove, the whispers stopped. Silence filled the air, but it was not unsettling. It felt like the grove was waiting. Chapter 6: The Hidden Message. Emma knelt beside the well, her fingers tracing the cool stone. She peered inside, expecting to see only darkness, but instead, she found something else. At the bottom of the well was a small piece of parchment, glowing faintly in the dim light. With some effort, she retrieved it, her heart pounding with excitement. The parchment was old, the edges frayed, but the writing was clear, written in a language she didn't recognize. Yet, as she held it in her hands, the words seemed to shift, and slowly, they became readable. "Those who listen with an open heart will find peace," it read. Emma smiled, feeling a warmth spread through her chest. Chapter 7: The Gentle Guardian. Suddenly, The air around Emma shifted, and a figure emerged from the shadows of the trees. It was not a person, but a being made of light and mist, tall and graceful, with eyes that shimmered like stars. The figure was not frightening, but instead, it exuded calmness and warmth. "You have been chosen," the figure spoke, its voice as soft as the whispers of the trees. "The grove has watched you, and it has seen your heart. You are welcome here." Emma felt a deep sense of connection, as if the grove had always been a part of her. "Why me?" she asked. The figure smiled gently. "Because you listen." Chapter 8. A New Understanding. Emma spent what felt like hours with the gentle guardian. Though time in the grove seemed different, slower, more fluid, the guardian showed her the ways of the forest, how each tree had its own story, each leaf its own song. She learned that the whispers were not of fear, but of wisdom, passed down from generations of those who had cared for the grove. "This place is not a secret," the guardian explained, "but few choose to hear." Emma realized that the forest wasn't dangerous, but instead, it was a sanctuary for those who sought peace. Chapter 9. The Return Home. As the day began to fade, the guardian told Emma it was time for her to leave. "But you may return whenever you wish," it said. "The grove will always welcome you." Emma felt a twinge of sadness, but also a deep sense of fulfillment. She had found the answer she sought, not through solving a mystery, but through understanding herself and the world around her. The forest had taught her to listen, not just with her ears, but with her heart. As she walked back toward the village, the whispers returned, but this time they were clearer, more familiar, like the soft voice of a friend. Chapter 10. The Quiet Night. That night, Emma lay in bed, the gentle sound of the wind rustling through the trees outside her window. She felt at peace, knowing that the whispering grove was always there, waiting for her. She no longer feared the unknown. Instead, she embraced it. As she drifted off to sleep, she heard the faint whispers once more, but now they lulled her into a deep and restful slumber. The grove had given her a gift, the gift of tranquility, and she knew that no matter where life took her, she could always return to the forest, to listen, to find peace, and to dream. Chapter 11. The Dreamwalker. That night, Emma's dreams were unlike any she had ever experienced. She found herself back in the Whispering Grove, but now it felt even more vibrant and alive. The trees swayed gently, their leaves shimmering like tiny stars. In her dream, the gentle guardian appeared once more, but this time it had a name. "Alicia, welcome back." "Emma," Alicia said, her voice echoing like a soft melody. "Tonight, I will show you the deeper magic of the grove, the magic of dreams." With a wave of her hand, the forest transformed around them, revealing shimmering paths of light that danced through the air. Chapter 12. The Dream Paths. Alicia led Emma along one of these glowing paths, each step illuminating secrets hidden within the grove. "These paths connect dreams and reality," Alicia explained. "Each one leads to a different experience." They approached a path that glowed a soft blue. "This one holds the dreams of hope," Alicia said. Emma stepped onto the path, feeling a rush of warmth envelop her. Images of kindness and love filled her mind. Children laughing, families gathered around a fire, friends supporting each other. Emma smiled, knowing she had the power to bring these dreams into her waking life. Chapter 13. The Dream of Courage. As they continued walking, Alicia gestured toward another path, this one glowing a fiery red. "This is the path of courage," she said. Emma felt a thrill of excitement and apprehension as she stepped onto it. She was suddenly surrounded by scenes of bravery. A firefighter rescuing a child from a burning building, a soldier protecting his comrades, and a woman standing up for what she believed in. Emma felt her heart race as she witnessed these acts of courage. "You too can be brave," Alicia whispered. "Every small act of courage adds light to the world." Emma knew she would carry this feeling with her, empowering her to face her fears. Chapter 14. The Dream of Wisdom. Next, they approached a path that shimmered with golden light. "This is the path of wisdom," Alicia said softly. Emma stepped forward, eager to learn. The path filled her mind with knowledge, revealing lessons from those who had come before her. She saw great thinkers, philosophers, and wise elders sharing their insights, urging her to ask questions and seek understanding. "Wisdom is not just about knowledge," Alicia explained. "It's about learning from life's experiences." Emma took a deep breath, absorbing the wisdom around her. She felt an overwhelming desire to share what she had learned with others, helping them on their own journeys. Chapter 15. The Dream of Joy. As they moved further along the glowing paths, they found one that sparkled like 1,000 tiny suns. "This is the path of joy," Alicia said, her eyes twinkling. Emma stepped onto it, and the world erupted in colors and laughter. She felt a rush of happiness as she saw people dancing, singing, and celebrating life's little moments. Each smile and laugh resonated deep within her, filling her with pure joy. Alicia smiled. "Joy is a gift we can share with the world. It's in the little things, in the connections we make." Emma understood that spreading joy was as simple as sharing a smile or a kind word. Chapter 16. The Dream of Peace. Finally, they arrived at a serene path, glimmering with soft white light. "This is the path of peace," Alicia said gently. As Emma stepped onto it, a profound calm enveloped her. She witnessed scenes of tranquility, a serene lake reflecting the stars, people meditating in stillness, and families gathering in quiet moments of love. Emma felt her heart slow, her worries melting away. "Peace begins within," Alicia whispered. "When you cultivate it inside, you can share it with the world." Emma closed her eyes, taking in the tranquility, knowing that she could always return to this place of peace. Chapter 17. The Guardian's Gift. As the dream began to fade, Alicia turned to Emma with a gentle smile. "You have seen the many paths of dreams, but there is one more gift I wish to share," she said. Alicia reached into the air, and a small, glowing seed appeared in her palm. "This is the seed of the grove. It holds the power of all you have learned. Plant it in your heart, and it will grow, guiding you through life." Emma accepted the seed, feeling its warmth radiate through her. "Thank you, Alicia. I will cherish it," she promised. With a soft nod, Alicia began to fade into the shimmering light, leaving Emma with the seed of wisdom and a heart full of dreams. Chapter 18. Awakening. Emma awoke in her bed, sunlight streaming through her window. For a moment, she was disoriented, but as she looked around, she felt a sense of peace wash over her. She remembered the paths of dreams and the gifts Alicia had given her. As she reached for her heart, she felt the warmth of the seed of the grove nestled inside her. With a smile, she got up and prepared for her day, knowing she carried the lessons of the grove with her. Chapter 19. Sharing the Gifts. Inspired by her dream, Emma decided to share her experiences with the villagers. She gathered everyone in the town square, her heart racing with excitement and a touch of nervousness. "I visited the Whispering Grove in my dreams," she began, "and I learned about hope, courage, wisdom, joy, and peace." The villagers listened intently as she recounted her journey. With each story, their eyes widened, and a sense of wonder filled the air. Emma encouraged them to seek their own dreams, to listen to the whispers of the grove. "We can all find our own paths," she said, "and together, we can bring light to our village. Chapter 20, The Awakening of the Village. Inspired by Emma's words, the villagers began to explore their own dreams and aspirations. They formed groups to support one another, sharing stories of hope and courage. Laughter filled the village as they celebrated small victories and lifted each other up during difficult times. The once quiet village blossomed into a vibrant community, alive with joy and understanding. Emma watched with a full heart as the grove's magic spread, connecting everyone in a tapestry of love and light. She felt the warmth of the seed within her, knowing that she had ignited a spark that would continue to grow. Chapter 21, The Grove's Return. As the seasons changed, Emma continued to visit the Whispering Grove. Each time she stepped inside, she felt a deeper connection to the trees and their whispers. The grove, once a mystery, had become a beloved friend. Alicia would appear, guiding her along new paths, sharing stories of those who had come before and those yet to come. The grove flourished, filled with the laughter and joy of the villagers who visited. Together, they honored the magic of the grove, planting seeds of hope and love throughout the land. Chapter 22, The Journey Ahead. With each visit to the grove, Emma learned new lessons and discovered new paths. She understood that the journey was ongoing, a beautiful adventure filled with growth and change. The grove had taught her to embrace life's challenges and celebrate its joys. She realized that the whispers of the trees were not just for her, but for everyone who sought their wisdom. Emma became a bridge between the village and the grove, sharing her experiences and encouraging others to listen to their hearts. Chapter 23, A Legacy of Dreams. Years passed, and the village transformed into a thriving community. The grove became a sacred place where villagers gathered to share their stories and dreams. Emma took on the role of a storyteller, weaving tales of courage, hope, and love around the fire. Children listened wide-eyed, captivated by the magic of the grove and the lessons it held. Emma felt a sense of fulfillment as she passed down the knowledge she had received. The legacy of the Whispering Grove lived on, inspiring generations to dream, to listen, and to share their light with the world. Chapter 24, The Return of the Guardian. One beautiful evening, as the sun set behind the mountains, Emma stood at the edge of the grove, reflecting on her journey. Suddenly, a familiar presence filled the air, and Alicia appeared once more, radiant and serene. "You have done well, Emma," she said, her voice like a soft breeze. "The grove thrives because of your heart. You have become a guardian of its magic." Emma felt honored, tears of joy welling in her eyes. "I couldn't have done it without your guidance," she replied. Alicia smiled warmly. "Remember, the magic is within you. Continue to nurture it, and it will flourish." Chapter 25, The Endless Cycle. With Alicia's words echoing in her heart, Emma understood that her journey would never truly end. The Whispering Grove would always be a part of her, guiding her through life's adventures. As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Emma realized that each person in the village carried their own seed of magic, waiting to grow. She took a deep breath, filled with gratitude and love, knowing that as long as they listened, the grove would continue to whisper its secrets, weaving dreams and light into their lives. Emma closed her eyes, letting the soft rustling of the trees lull her into a peaceful slumber, her heart full of hope for the endless journey ahead.